This is Mainstream Metaphysics with your host, Nick Newmont.
Well, good evening. Welcome to Mainstream Metaphysics. I am Nick Newmont along with Becca Hennesy.
Hello.
It is a Tuesday night, another hot Tuesday night in Los Angeles. It's hot most of the country.
That's right.
Jeez. Anyway, fun show for you tonight. I want to say thank you, first of all, to Lisa Allen being here the last few weeks. I think she cleared up a lot about Uranus and Gemini, and Lisa does a really good job of explaining things and how they relate.
Right.
She's very good at what she does.
We love you, Lisa. You were fantastic.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and I complimented her on that. As we sit here, and I guess we'll leave the topic as astrology for a moment, Saturn is retrograde, but we are just 2 days away, Thursday night, of Mercury retrograde.
That's right.
And I don't know about you, but I'm already experiencing nonsense.
Absolutely.
Right.
Contacts in my phone are all of a sudden disappearing, and I just know, don't panic, they'll come back.
They'll come back.
Might be
exactly.
a few weeks, but they're going to come back.
They'll come back. A lot of people are complaining that they're tired and they don't feel like working out. Okay?
Yes.
Now, astrologically, I'm going to explain why. Mercury is in the sign of Leo, going very slow because it's about to retrograde. And Leo rules the fifth house, which is your cardiovascular system and athleticism. So when Mercury retrogrades in Leo, people don't have the physical energy to feel like working out.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. That's why people are feeling very sluggish going into the retrograde. So
okay,
anyway,
well, good to know.
Now I have a story that the bottom line is it works out okay, but this is one of those painful Mercury retrograde stories, so bear with me and I'll speed it up. So one of our Xbox games, one of the controllers was not working right.
Right.
Okay? So, and it was a Christmas present. So I go over to Best Buy locally and show them, and I've got an account, so they look it up and they give me the initial bad news. Well, this controller is part of your package, part of the bundle. It's not one of the extra ones you bought. So, well, what has to happen is you have to go to the Geek Squad. They've got to do this and this and this, or you have to bring everything back. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So I go over to Geek Squad, and the kid sitting there says, do you have an appointment? Okay, no, I don't. Your customer service sent me over. And he looks frustrated. Fast forward, he finally gets one of the managers on the phone, and she's on speakerphone, and he tells her that I've been there an hour.
Right.
And some expletives came out of her mouth, and then she says to the guy, am I on speakerphone? He goes, yeah. And she's like, anyway, long story short, when they realized that I had waited that long, and they looked up my account, they did switch it out and gave me a new one, and I was on my way.
Yay!
Now, I do have that cover everything warranty that you pay extra for as an account holder. And the late, great comic John Panette, who's dearly departed, he did a whole skit on the extended warranty. It's hysterical. Look up John Panette. But I must tell you, getting that all-inclusive warranty on your goods actually is worth the money.
Good.
So do that. If you go to Best Buy and they say, if you have whatever they call that plan, do it, because it covers everything you buy.
And did you have another issue with that machine that you had to take it back?
Oh, the replacement controller?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh,
no, it's fine. It's fine. There's other things that are going on with Mercury retrograde, so you just have to grin and bear it. Anyway.
Just ride it through.
Right. Mercury goes direct here on the West Coast this coming Thursday at 9:45 p.m. Strap in.
Okay. Can't wait.
Right. Now, one thing I do want to clear up for the viewing audience is the topic of the solar return. okay? And whenever I do a chart for someone, this creates confusion to the person getting the reading. Now, when you look at a chart, okay, you have the natal chart, and then the progressed planets, and the outer ring is the transits, all right? And this happens to be the chart of one of my daughters, and the point is that she was born at 11:11 p.m.,
Okay.
all right? Now, the point about the solar return is not the time. And when I print a solar return chart, when the sun in the sky aligns precisely where the sun was when a person was born, it's a different time. A solar return chart is a different thematic chart. I do them for you every year.
Right.
Okay? So, to the casual observer, it says her birth date, but 6:36 a.m. And people all the time go, oh, wait a minute, you've got the wrong time. Then I have to go through and explain that it's not about the time, it's about the exact degrees and minutes of arc that the sun aligns with the sun when you were born.
Oh, I understand.
It's based on the placement, not the time. So your solar return, in this case, this is July 22nd, could be the day before, the day of, or the day after.
Right.
All right? And it also depends on, like, she was born in California, so her time is exact for West Coast. I was born on the East Coast, so whenever I see my solar return, and let's say it says 7:02 p.m. East Coast, I have to do my meditation and adjust it here, so that would be 4:02 p.m. And I have clients born in Iran, the Philippines, so we have to go through and adjust so they
Interesting.
meditate at the right time.
Right.
What are you supposed to do on your solar return? Visualize and meditate on what you want for the next 12 months. That's really what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
And so when I see my daughter, I will tell her this is what she has to do at that time, and so on and so forth. But I wanted to clear that up for the viewers, so they understand just what a solar return is. No, I do not have your wrong time of birth. Okay.
So you will run people's. So this is once a month.
No, this is once a year.
Oh, I'm sorry. The solar return is once a year.
Yes.
But you also run something called a lunar return.
Which happens 13 times a year.
Oh,
And those are power days.
right.
Those are days to start new habits, plan meetings, power meetings. Like, for instance, my good friend Ken Klee, who's been on the show, The Healer, he and I will plan our quarterly sessions with each other as close to our lunar returns as possible.
But a lunar return won't be at the same time or same day as a solar, will it?
No, because you only have one birthday a year.
Oh, okay.
You get 13 new moons a year,
Got it.
okay?
Okay. Very good.
Simplified astrology.
Love it.
So I use my books so much, all right? I had to get a new ephemeris, and then my book that I really value. In fact, I'll just show this. I bought myself a new book on solar returns because I continue to study astrology. So this just came, so I want to sit down and read it. But the book, when I'm looking up transits, Saturn square Uranus, Mars trine Jupiter, there's an incredible book called Planets in Transit by Robert Hand. And my teacher, Patrick, knew Robert Hand. This is a great book if you know your chart and know where the planets are in the sky affecting your natal positions. However, after all these years, I broke down and got a new one. I'll take this one home. You see, I do use my materials. I continue to study.
Clearly.
Yes. So there's a new one at the office now.
It's made by Robert Hand, and you have to have a hand in order to carry it.
Yes. And if you do read Planets in Transit by Robert Hand, he has a tendency to be a little heavy, a little negative, a little pessimistic. So you have to take what he says a little bit with a grain of salt because he gives you the worst case scenario.
So he's a little heavy-handed.
Yes, Robert Hand.
Sorry.
Becca. Yes. You've been around me too much.
A little bit too long.
Now, for you don't get to escape.
Okay.
Okay, so I had the pleasure of, if if you don't know yet, and Becca here is, really the owner of Conejo Valley Talk Radio Studios. These are your offices.
Right.
Becca is a very accomplished singer and is working on more of her own stuff and does covers. And Becca is part of a group called Rock the Boat.
Correct.
And you do yacht rock music.
Yacht rock music.
Just like Sirius XM. And we saw you and your band perform Saturday night. And
in Simi Valley.
Right. You're very good.
Well, thank you.
Well, I've seen you perform a lot of times.
Thank you so much. So that was the first performance for Rock the Boat, our yacht rock group. We will perform again in 2 weeks in Channel Islands. And then 2 weeks later, we are at the Ventura County Fair. So we've got some good dates coming up, and it's fun. It gives me a chance to not only sing, but just have fun. I mean, the truth is, if I could sing 3 hours every week, I'd get a really good workout in, But I'm also going into the studio next week to start recording my original music again. And I'm really excited about that. And I will be recording a couple of remakes here with Ed, our operator here, who's helping us film this tonight.
Is he a smooth operator?
He's a smooth operator. Absolutely. Great song, by the way.
Right. So your music with the Rock the Boat is a typical, like, the softer Fleetwood Mac, Toto, Steely Dan, Michael McDonald-ish, Doobie Brothers.
So yacht rock has become this sort of culty type thing.
Right.
In fact, there's a documentary called Yacht Rock that you can watch about the origins of it. And it's sort of like, if you owned a yacht, what would you be listening to? So Christopher Cross and certain Doobie Brothers songs and oh my gosh, Hey 19 and Steely Dan and Kenny Loggins, mixed in with a little bit of Fleetwood Mac. But it's so interesting because there is a cult out there of people. We sang one song that I did the other night, and I don't recall which song it was, but as soon as the set was over, someone came up to us and said, well, that's not a yacht rock song. And I thought, oh wow, people are really educated out there. So, for instance, someone would say Journey is not yacht rock. It's more soft rock, it's more pop rock, and it doesn't really belong in a yacht rock scene. My answer is, well, if I had a yacht, I'd be listening to it. So,
and you'd be wrong.
So there you go.
But I will say, not to critique because I appreciate and love music, and I'm a former DJ, there were a couple numbers that you did the other night that I knew. I was like, no, that's not yacht rock. But not to criticize.
That is absolutely true.
I'm aware of when songs were made and the genres and all that.
And
kind
it's
of stuff.
so interesting. So because of Saturday night and someone mentioning to me that it wasn't yacht rock, I decided to look up some of the songs, and I was surprised because Caribbean Queen, for instance, I would not consider that Billy Ocean.
Right.
But I think it's only because it's Billy Ocean and it's
Water.
Caribbean Queen. It has to do with water.
Right.
But it's not really the right, like, to me, it hits me wrong. I'm like, no, that's not yacht rock. But I guess it's considered yacht rock, so go figure.
Yes, Ted, we're going to give them a yacht.
That's right.
Yes. I remember when Yacht Rock became a station on Sirius XM.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah, because it's only a few years ago. It's only like 5 years ago.
Right.
It's not that long ago. But I have that in my car, so
it's a big deal. Anyway, we are really enjoying it, and
I decided to wear my more yachty kind of clothes tonight.
Yes, absolutely. You look very dapper.
Thank you.
I might
Thank
say
you.
so
Thank you.
myself.
Appreciate it. I'm wearing. It doesn't come off as orange on the camera as it is, but I'm wearing my Westlake colors, blue and orange.
That's right.
Go Warriors. Anyway, no, you did a wonderful job.
Oh,
and
thank you.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that.
No, and you're you are petite, but you have a very powerful voice.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And the other young lady, Lori, she has a great voice too.
She's amazing.
But you also, one other thing is, you also are part of, and some of those members are part of live karaoke.
So the band originated from a group that already exists named Microphone Heroes. Microphone Heroes has been performing every Thursday night at the Sagebrush Cantina in Calabasas, live band karaoke. And I have to tell you, it's a hoot. Mm-hmm. First of all, there's another, talk about like a cult following. We have people that follow us around. So we do perform in Calabasas. We were in Ventura. Now we do Calabasas and Thousand Oaks. And they will come and people sign up and they get to sing a karaoke song with a live band, which is totally different from regular karaoke. You've got background singers. I'm a background singer. Gary, the leader of the band, he also sings backgrounds. And we try and make it fun for them as well. And I have to tell you, people come up and they're very serious about their karaoke. They're very serious about this. And they're nervous. And I see them, and so I'm sort of their cheerleader. I sort of like, breathe, take a big deep breath. You're going to be just fine. If you lose your way, just look at me. I'll jump back in. But we try and have a really good time with them.
And I've been there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm not getting up there, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, we can try.
No, we won't.
Okay.
I can't carry a tune in a dump truck.
Well, there are some that get up there that can't carry a tune with a dump truck, but it doesn't matter. We're not there to judge anyone. We're there to have a great time.
Alcohol builds courage.
That's exactly right.
And
Alcohol
truth
builds
serum.
That's exactly right.
So are you there this Thursday?
I will be there Thursday.
Okay. See that Sagebrush Cantina
Thank you.
in Calabasas. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. The bottom line is
It is.
it is a lot
It's
of fun.
Yeah.
All right. So Audrey's saying, yes, he can't carry a tune. By the way, if you are on Facebook and Instagram, please check out Audrey's pictures that were done, photos done by Jennifer Carrillo.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
On the beach in the white dress. It's very flowy, and people said wonderful things about Audrey, looking angelic and all that. The pictures are so sweet.
So it's so interesting. When she first showed me the photos, I really liked them, and I think there's a real purpose for them. Audrey is to me, she's the guru of calm, staying calm and really owning your power. And to me, they were very powerful. I found it interesting that the day they did the shoot, the sun didn't come out.
Yes.
Because you always think of the beach and the sun, and here it's a gray day, and she's wearing white. And if you think of it in your head, you think, I don't know if those pictures are going to work very well. But when I saw them, I'm like, oh my God, they really captured who Audrey is and the calmness of who she is and what she puts out there. So I love them. I think they're wonderful.
Thank you. People said really nice things. So
Yay.
Thank you.
Love that. And Jennifer Carrillo, by the way, is an amazing, Jennifer Wesley is an amazing photographer.
Yes, she is. She's done stuff for me too. So on to Tarot. All right. So this coming Saturday at the center, an all-day Tarot class from 10 to 6, and we are teaching the Rider-Waite deck, this one, and I teach various decks. This is the original one, and when you learn from this deck, then it translates into other decks.
Oh, nice.
And there's a Tarot deck is 78 cards, all right? There are other decks that are called oracles. But if you take this class, which is called Tarot with a Twist, then there's also this author. This is called Tarot of the New Vision, and it's the Rider-Waite deck, but taken from the reverse perspective.
Oh, interesting.
So like here, this is the Eight of Cups, and you see the person walking away from the cups, and when you see it in this deck, the person you see them reversed. You see the cups here and the person walking away.
Interesting.
So that's a wonderful deck.
So how old are these tarot cards? In other words, when were they created?
I forget the exact date, 18, whatever. Edward Waite, along with Aleister Crowley, were part of a group, sort of a cult called the New Dawn, okay? And we talk about that in the class, the source of the cards before we ever look at a card.
And so what did they read before that?
What was read before that?
In other words, was there ever any other type of tarot cards?
Well, believe it or not, that people know how to read playing cards as the associate.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh, I
and
didn't know that.
there are old versions of cards. Like I have a very old, and there's more than 78 cards, deck that I got when I was in Italy.
Oh, nice.
25 years ago. and it's different. So there are variations that are much older, hundreds of years older. Then, real quick, then this is called the Arthurian deck, which is very beautiful, and it speaks of the Arthurian times, Merlin, Arthur, Guinevere. This one is the Judgment card, or the ship sailing off into Avalon.
And again, 78 cards?
Yes. And I use that deck when I'm looking at more of like love and romantic kind of things.
Oh, nice.
And then there is, and I'm opening a new deck on purpose, which is, and I keep them in bags or these really nice boxes.
Why?
Because you're supposed to take care of your cards.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's
I thought
why.
maybe it was an energy, like once you read somebody, it's got to clear the energy or
You're
something.
just supposed to take care of your cards.
Oh, good.
Treat the
Okay.
cards with respect. And then this deck, which a lot of people like, this is the Aleister Crowley deck. Now, when I use this deck, it's for more hidden things, lawsuits, subterfuge. This is a heavy deck.
Oh, he's definitely read those with me.
Right, when we're like really trying to go underground. And so away from the Rider deck, the Crowley deck, or known as the Thoth deck, Thoth, is when you're looking at stuff where it is heavier or more intense.
Interesting.
And I will use all of these decks at some point. And if it's a very long reading and we're looking at a lot of different topics, if I feel the cards, say, got tired, I pull out a different deck
Interesting. Okay.
because I clear the energy.
Sure.
Now, when you buy a deck of cards, okay, a new tarot deck, and the cards first come out, this is a fresh open box. You saw me open this up, take the cellophane off. So what you're supposed to do is bless the cards first.
Okay.
And we actually have tarot incense at the center. And so before people do anything, is that we get the incense going, and you can buy it for yourself. You are supposed to clean your cards periodically, and you just take them and fan them through the smoke.
Okay.
So all the cards get some of the smoke. So you're clearing from the factory, and you're blessing the cards at the same time. And when you open a deck, the cards are divided from, first of all, the major cards of more of an impact, beginning with the Fool. So the 20, there we go. The 22 cards in the major arcana represent what's called the Fool's Journey. Mm-hmm. And as you go from each card to the next, it's a progressive story. For instance, the Fool is not card number 1, but card number 0. And the Fool represents God incarnate. 0 is the eternal ring,
Right.
God's number, and so it's the beginning and the end.
Oh, interesting.
And so the Fool goes out on his journey, all right, and he has his wallet, up there, so he has what he needs. And then card number 1 is the Magician, and the Magician card has all the elements that are in the minor arcana, the cup, the wand, the sword, and the pentacle on his table, which means the magician knows how to blend all the elements and make things work, is what that is. And then that is the initial male energy, and the number 1 represents male energy. And then the second card number 2, is the High Priestess. So she is the supreme female energy. And in her case, where she's got the moon in there, which represents the female, where the sun is the male.
Interesting.
And it goes on and on and on through there.
Wow.
So that is the major arcana. Now, when you go through the minor arcana, which are the suits, just like in playing cards. So the first group of suits is the wands, and the wands represent spring. And so you see the stick, okay, with sprigs on them. So that's fresh growth. That's why the wands represent springtime. And the wands represent the element fire.
Okay.
And it goes from the king to the queen, to the this is a knight, which would be like a jack,
Right.
and then a page, which is a message bringer, and then it goes from the 10 of wands all the way down through to the ace of wands,
Interesting.
just like playing cards.
Wow.
Then the next one, representing water and representing the summer, we have the cups. When you're reading cups, and by the way, when you're reading wands, that has a lot to do with work,
Right.
things of that nature, becoming fired up, passionate. The cups represent water, which represent emotions. So when you see one of the character cards that come out in cups, you're usually talking about something with feelings, relationship, emotions. Then the swords represent the element air, and air is also up in the mind, which is ideas. Swords can represent legalities and things of that nature,
Right.
or things where what the mind is working on, and this is the fall. And then the last one, the pentacles represent earthy things such as money, success, things of that nature, and this is the winter.
Right.
And again, pentacles, those discs are golden, so this is money issues
Okay.
that's coming up. And it's interesting that every one of the didn't take those out
Those are
of the
the
deck.
jokers.
Yes. So every one of the aces look like this, where whether it's the pentacle, the cup, the wand, or the sword, and they're sitting in a hand coming out of a cloud. So aces represent new beginnings, but it's also coming from the hand of God,
Oh,
a
interesting.
fresh start or new
Right.
beginning,
Right.
as we are blessed by that. So aces are they're a good thing, definitely. So, and again, these are the winter.
Right.
So this is how they come in the deck. Every time you buy a fresh deck, they are like that. And then we put the major arcana back in there. And whoever gets that will have an undisturbed deck. Now, when I teach, and sometimes people are on Zoom, sometimes people are live, I use an instructor's deck. Oh, by the way, also, when you buy just the cards, there are little booklets that come with each deck.
Right.
And these give a brief description. And there, by the way, there are wonderful books out there on how to read the tarot.
Sure.
When you take my class, not only do you get the deck of cards, when you sign up for the class, you get a deck. You don't pay extra for that, and the handout that you get is very
Oh,
full.
nice.
So it's not just the cards or that. There's a lot of description, and when I teach it, I get into the intricacies of, like in the magician card, why is his robe red? Why is the high priestess wearing blue and white? And there's little things like, why is there a dog in the fool card?
Right.
All that comes into play. And then
Why is there a dog in the full card?
because the dog represents man and beast in an evolved way.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. Okay.
That's man's best friend joining him on his journey.
Got it.
All right.
Very good.
All right. So now, how do we do a reading? All right.
You're asking me? That's because I've had so many of them. Hang on.
Well, you actually have your own deck of cards, right?
I do.
Oh, so this is a normal size deck that you would buy. Okay? This is an instructor's deck. Okay? See the difference?
Yes.
Much bigger, easier to see. And when people attend on Zoom, it helps them also.
Sure.
And it is Zoomable. If you
So you actually can do a reading via Zoom.
I do readings for clients all over the world.
Oh, that's so
via Zoom.
interesting.
Yeah, they don't have to be present.
I knew that you did astrology, but for some reason I didn't know that you could actually do the cards.
Sure.
Nice.
They're tapping into their energetic field.
Okay, great.
It's, we get bogged down by the fact that we're looking into equipment,
Right.
someone that's on the other side of the earth, but
So before Zoom, could you do it via phone?
all the time.
Oh, interesting.
All the time. And then eventually we had Skype, and sometimes people's mechanisms
right.
fail, so we go into FaceTime.
Right.
So there's a lot of ways.
A lot of ways now.
All right. So to do a reading, the first thing is to shuffle the cards and clearing them. And if you were to sit down with me, the first thing I would do is give you a general reading. Now, you want to learn how to properly cut the cards.
Right.
So the first thing, because we're looking at something in the future, so the first thing is leave the deck there for, I'm the reader, you're the seeker, okay? And when you're going to look into the future, you use your right hand, and you're going to make 3 piles. So what will happen is you'll take from this deck and make a second pile, and from this pile, you'll make a third pile.
So interesting. I didn't know that you had to use your right hand.
Because you want the future. Now, if you're going to ask me something about the past, then you'd use the left hand and cut to the left from right to left.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay? So we're going to do a demo. So think about something within yourself, okay?
Okay,
And
got
we'll
it.
do a general, and don't tell me what it is you're thinking about.
I will not tell you. I will
Okay?
not tell you. So, are you ready for me to cut the deck?
Yes.
Okay, with my right hand, I'm going to take the deck. I'm going to do a small one. Oop. I'm going to do a second one, and then I'm going to do a third one.
There we
Correct?
go. Right.
Okay.
And of course, someone in a yacht rock band would cut the deck.
Clean the deck, cut the deck,
Hands on deck.
hands on deck. Bump.
Right. Okay. So we're going to use the Celtic cross method for reading.
Okay.
And this is what's called a general reading. Okay? Because I don't know what you're thinking about, but I'm going to do a general spread.
Okay.
And let's see what comes out.
Okay, let's see.
All right. So the first card that comes
So
out, and by the way, to simplify things, we are reading the cards right side up. Now, in the Rider deck, when they are shuffled, really shuffled, we do allow for, and in readings, upside down cards. Because when you get into my class or look at sophisticated books about tarot, then that you are supposed to read them upside down.
And does upside down mean something different than right side up?
It usually is the inverse. Most of the time, it's the negative of what that card means.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right. And by the way, last night in our energy class in sacred geometry, one of the women in the class who's going to take this class on Saturday in the tarot started asking about fear about bad things coming up in a reading. And I said, well, first of all, that's superstition. None of the cards are bad. Like, for instance, there is a death card, but that doesn't mean death. It means as one door closes, a new one opens.
Sure.
And so people have superstitions of wives' tales and beliefs about it.
But you wouldn't want to go into a reading with that type of energy.
No, because you're fear-based.
Right. Right.
All right, so the first card out for you is the Eight of Swords,
Arr.
which means that's mental imprisonment, which means that there's something that's bothering you that's got you kind of tied up. All right?
Okay.
Which means when you see the Eight of Swords, it usually means that the person is doing this to themselves.
Okay.
Okay? Now, the card that I'm going to lay down next crosses it, okay? So this either helps or hinders
Okay.
the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords also means that there's something that you don't see,
Okay.
okay? You can be blinded by your own beliefs. All right. So what we have now is the Five of Wands. And this is a situation of a group of people that need to work things out. These are people that are kind of going at each other, and it's a little bit of a battle that's taking place.
Okay.
And this card means that something needs to be worked out.
Okay.
Now, This would mean that there's something that needs to be worked out that's on your mind that has you a little stymied at the moment.
Okay.
Okay?
Very good.
You're smiling, so this is starting to resonate.
It took me a second, and all of a sudden I went, duh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, underneath, the card that's going to go here, the third position, is the distant past.
Okay.
And we have the King of Swords. Well, this could be that there's some kind of man who's very strong and firm, like an attorney, or someone is under your employ that really is looking to cut through the crap and get to the crux of things. The King of Swords is not very feeling. The King of Swords is like, this is what you do, this is how you do it.
Okay.
Okay? Now, in the recent past, this position, card number 4, is the recent past. And that's the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is an expert in what he does, and other people, see, he's kind of like a holy man. Mm-hmm. And we'll slide these over so you can see a little bit better. And there are two kind of like lesser holy men underneath him who sort of bow to him and seek his expertise. And the Hierophant does things in a very traditional way, all right? Sitting near his feet on this the cube he stands on are keys, kind of like the keys to the kingdom. Mm-hmm. So with the Hierophant, you want to pay attention to what he is saying.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Now, on the top, what we have is your attitude about all this.
Okay, let's see what it is.
And the High Priestess comes out, and like you, she has dark hair.
Right.
All right? And the High Priestess is strong in her beliefs, and you see the pomegranates in the picture.
Yes.
Now, the pomegranates represent mythology of Demeter and, I can't remember her name now. Her daughter ate the pomegranate seeds, and the legend has that she goes to Hades and has to spend 6 months there, and that's why there's fall and winter. And when she's allowed to come back up to the surface for spring and summer.
Nice.
So
okay.
the High Priestess says, I'm not compromising. I'm not going to be tempted. Okay?
Okay.
All right. In the near future, we've got the King of Pentacles. Well, the King of Pentacles is someone who's very stable with money.
Okay.
All right. So soon you have an encounter with someone who is stable, has good ideas, and has the ability to really make things happen.
Great.
So this position number 6, is the near future. This is a meeting that will take place very soon. All right?
Yay.
Now, down in the bottom, we have your psyche. And in your psyche, what your deeper beliefs about yourself, is the Queen of Pentacles.
Okay.
Well, the King of Pentacles is leading to the Queen of Pentacles, which means that you believe in your deep mind that you're about to come into money, your money's going to stabilize, because she sits there with the pentacle in her lap.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Which, it's a good thing.
Great.
Now, the next position is called other people's influence, or outside influences. Well, the 8 of Wands looks like a ladder, and that is the ladder to success, or you're on the move. So there are people coming from the outside that are going to have an influence on you to help you get better or more successful at what you do.
Great.
Now, keep in mind something else, that these are discs, two-dimensional discs. Many times they remind me of a disc like a CD. Okay?
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very good.
Because,
I thought you were going to say big gold pieces, but I'll take a CD.
Well, hang around your neck like
right.
bling. Because we remember these cards were created hundreds of years ago.
Right.
But we have to allow them to apply
Correct.
to today's world, and there
right.
are different translations that we bring in. All right, the 9th position is called your hopes and fears. It's like you want it, but... And that's the Sun. And the Sun is new beginning and a break from the past.
Okay.
This is all fresh energy.
Great.
So in other words, you're looking for a new beginning, but the fear is, but what am I letting go of?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Right on.
Now we have the 10th card is the final outcome as we move more into the future.
Okay.
And there we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is all new money, okay?
Wow.
New beginnings with money. The disc is being handed to you, all right? It's from the hand of God. So this is a fresh start with money.
Wow.
And to have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles says that there's something that's about to happen for you regarding money, and it's
Cool.
a whole fresh start.
Great.
Now, I have a tendency, as some authors or readers do, to throw an 11th card to support the 10th card.
Understood.
And that is the Ace of Cups, which is refreshed emotions or emotional new beginnings,
Great.
where emotions are flowing. So you got two aces there, which means you're going into a lot of money renewal and emotional renewal.
Great.
Okay, your emotions are pouring forth.
Great.
Because when you look at the card, the cup runneth over. I'm not making a joke.
Right.
It's eternal. When you look at that card, the water is coming up like a fountain.
Yes.
So your emotions are about to flow.
Okay.
All right?
I love that.
Anything you want to say about?
Well, so the first thing I was concentrating on as you were shuffling was my music. And again, reiterating that I'm starting to sing more, I'm doing more gigs, I'm going into the studio, and I do have plans of releasing even my old music. Right. And my intention is to make money at doing music. So this really sort of fulfilled everything, including, by the way, my own imprisonment, because for a long time I didn't sing. I allowed myself to be imprisoned in my own head, and can I sing, and will people like me, and all those things that now I just know I'm supposed to use my voice.
Right.
So
yes.
Thank you so much. This
You're
is
welcome.
awesome.
All right. So now, what we're going to do. Let me see. And evidently there are people that are watching. Let me see.
Audrey says she wants what I'm having, but I don't know what that is. Oh, you mean my reading?
Oh, yes. All right, Meg Ryan.
I'll spare you the details on that one.
If they've watched When Harry Met Sally, they'll know.
They do know.
Or the mayonnaise commercial at the Super Bowl.
That's exactly right.
Audrey is saying, oh, yes, you had your own fan club this past Saturday night.
Yep. Thank you,
Simi
Audrey.
Valley.
Indeed, I did. Lucky me.
So this spread, which is a pyramid spread, is going to illustrate how for the reader to ask a specific question.
Okay.
Okay. And also, if the answer is yes, then it says when. Okay.
So I have to come up with a question?
Yes, you do. And you'll have to tell me the question as I'm shuffling. Shuffling. Ed's back there laughing. He knows what I'm doing.
So I have to come up with a question first.
Yes.
And then a when, and then a when.
And well, in other words, you'd say, is it a good idea to?
Okay. I love that.
Now, sometimes people ask questions about something that they're not doing versus what they're doing. So if a person was asking about a romantic relationship and they would ask, say, should I break up with this guy? We don't want to ask it like that because that's not the circumstance as is. The question would be, should I stay with this person?
Understood.
Because we ask the question based on what is.
Well, I won't be asking that because I'm going to stay with him. So I know that answer.
You hear that, Mike Hennessy?
That's exactly right.
You're stuck. I like your husband.
Me too.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
I had him laughing like crazy Saturday night.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. We won't ask about those jokes here.
Nope. That's for a private audience.
That's exactly right.
By the way, a few weeks ago, while I'm shuffling, when we played Celebrity and we picked numbered balls, And
That's
whatever
right.
you're on ball number 3, you're with other people on team number 3. I have to tell you that I ended up on a team with you, my wife Audrey, your sister-in-law
My
Carolyn
sister-in-law,
Hennessy, and a 5th person, and the team that your husband had, Mike, who's an incredible player. They won in the first round.
That they did.
And but our team in second round and third round, which are harder, we came back.
We
and-
were like the horse that could. We just
Oh, yeah.
kept chugging along.
Yeah, we were the dark horse, and we came up, and
That's right.
it was good. Boy, we have a good team.
Yeah, we did have a good time.
All right, that won't happen again.
We had a good time. We had a good team.
All right, so
Okay.
these have been
Do you want me to ask my question?
Yes.
Or do I split first?
no. Ask the question and then focus.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it a good idea for me to try and sell some of my songs to have other artists sing them? Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand what you say. Okay. All right, so you would want to know if it's a good idea for other artists to cover your original
Correct. That's exactly
compositions. Okay, here we go. All right. So this is a pyramid spread. It's not going to look like the Celtic cross.
what I meant. Okay.
This is for asking questions like that.
Okay.
So at the top of the pyramid, we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So
That's the hand of God.
right.
Okay.
Okay. So people, it's reaching out. Money is coming to you. All
Okay.
right. And remember, it does look like a CD.
It does look like a CD. That's
Okay?
exactly right.
So the answer right away out of the gate, even without throwing out other cards, is some form of yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Now, the second position is referred to as the situation as it is.
Okay.
We have the sun, all right, which means this is all about a fresh start. Well,
Right.
you said that earlier. You're about to go
That-
into the
that's
studio.
exactly right.
Okay. Now, this position is called other people's influence on the matter.
Okay.
All right. So when you see the Seven of Pentacles and you see this shrub or bush, that there is a pentacle on the ground, which means that's ready, that's right.
Okay.
But you see how the man in the picture is kind of resting on the hoe, okay? Because they're not ripe yet, not ready
Okay.
to be
Not
picked.
ready to be picked. Uh huh.
So there's evidently some of your music is seen as ready and coverable. Some needs to ripen.
Okay.
Okay, but remember, you were talking about going in and redoing some of your original music.
Everything I'm doing now is going to be original music with my husband. I'll be
Okay.
doing remakes with Ed.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, this says that there will be an interest in others, but at this point, 1 of 7 they would be interested in.
Interesting. Okay.
But this says, but the 7 of Pentacles means be patient, wait, there's more to come.
Okay.
Now, this position is called the problem.
Okay.
The problem is your own head.
There I am again. Audrey, where are you when I need you?
The next card is called the solution.
Okay.
All right? The Hierophant. So you make sure that you are working with someone who's an expert in the field that will create your best product.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So this is the near future when we go over here. All right? We have the Ace of Cups. See, that's interesting that these cards are coming out again.
Yeah.
And we shuffled the cards
I
like
do
crazy.
find that very interesting.
So now, if that happens in a reading where similar cards come out and the people watching saw me shuffle and shuffle and shuffle,
Right.
and you cut them, all right, this really emphasizes these cards. This really means pay attention to these cards if they are duplicated.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So the Ace of Cups is your emotional renewal,
Right.
okay, and new presentations that are very emotionally fulfilling.
Okay.
Now, down the road, in the more distant future, we have the Five of Cups. Well, this is any 5 in the tarot is some form of worry. So the Five of Cups is emotional worry, but the person standing here in the dark cloak, feeling kind of down, dark, is spending too much time looking at the 3 cups that are spilled, but not looking at the 2 that are standing.
Okay.
And so we call this the don't cry over spilled milk card. Don't worry about what's not working because you've got this.
Concentrate on what is working.
So 2 of the 5 are standing. Now, if you were a baseball player, you would say Becca's batting .400,
right,
which is unbelievable. Okay? So focus on what's working. Okay? And if there are things that you worked on that you didn't care for, don't worry about it. Okay? Because 40% is working.
Right.
So now we throw some additional cards. On top of the Ace of Cups, which is that new beginning, we have the Hermit. All right? Now the Hermit, I'll leave it down. The Hermit stands on top of an icy, snowy cliff.
Yes.
Walking the journey alone. He has his golden rod. He has the Star of David, or a Merkaba, inside the lantern. So his beliefs and faith light his way as he walks on this slippery precipice. So for you, Becca, remember, it's lonely at the top. Okay? All right? And the Hermit also says, maybe you need to go behind the scenes for a while, not be so visible, not be so public. Maybe you need to isolate a little bit and work on what you want to work on.
Oh, interesting.
Okay?
Okay.
And now we have the Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers. They're news. The Page of Pentacles is presenting news about your money and what you've been working on.
Great.
All right?
Okay.
So what was the question that you asked?
I asked if I should, is it a good idea for me to take my original songs and try and sell them and have other artists record them?
Okay, so this means people will reach out.
Okay, great.
Okay, now we go further. We go a little more into the deeper future. All right? So we have the Chariot. Now the Chariot card has to do with making a commitment that you are attached to the chariot as it pulls you along. The canopy in the chariot is the stars, so you follow the stars. In the belt of the chariot driver, you see the glyphs for astrology. So this means that you have to trust the stars, trust the direction, the celestial direction that you're getting. Okay? And then we also have the Four of Pentacles, which is stability on money.
Nice.
So it's not the plethora of, say, the 9 or 10 of Pentacles, but it is the Four of Pentacles, which means you'll have what you need. So the answer is clearly a yes. Once they're really ready and you feel that they are what you want to present and they're marketable, then you present, because there are people that will want to record.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. So there was nothing negative in here except
my own,
your own
mental
head.
imprisonment.
Yes. So this just means if this is the problem, then you get out of your own head, get out of your own way.
Okay.
And the fact is, in this card, this person, which is a woman, is not only bound up, blindfolded, and the swords look like jail bars, but behind her in a fog is this castle on a mountain.
Right.
But she doesn't see it.
Right. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, take the blindfold off.
Right. Exactly.
Will do. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. That was good news.
So, because you are Nick Newmont, and you're amazing, when you are reading cards, do you also get messages? Do you also get feelings about things? Because I know that's also how what your gifts are.
Yes, that's very true. So the cards, whether they're cards, astrology, palms, they are a medium for me. And once I tap into it, whatever the vehicle is, numerology, once I have that thread, I follow it, then everything else takes over.
Oh, interesting.
In fact, my astrology teacher 20-some years ago said to me that, he said, you have an unfair advantage, you're psychic.
So interesting. So are you telling me that people who read tarot cards aren't always psychic?
My teacher of tarot
This is crazy.
is
I didn't know this.
one of the best technical tarot readers She was my teacher.
Right.
Does not have 1 ounce of psychic ability.
Shut the front door.
Right.
Really?
But she's
So
a
interesting.
very, very, very good card reader.
Wow.
Because she knows those intricacies.
Sure.
And there are things that she brought in that I learned from her. Like, for instance, she was telling me one time that she was doing a reading for a woman, and it was the Ace of Swords. And I'm telling you, her name is Wendy, not 1 ounce of psychic ability. She'll tell you that. She'll get feelings about things, but I want to show this because it's a good picture. And what she said, I remember this so clearly. And this came up when I was doing a reading, and I said what she said to this person, and it happened to be true. Look, it's I'm going to show you a different kind of spread too before we close out. We've got a few minutes. Come on, isn't this crazy?
Right there. You were looking for the ace in the hand?
Yeah, the Ace of Swords. Anyway, not sure where it is. I must have missed it. Anyway, so the Ace of Swords looks like this, okay? And I can simplify it by going straight into here.
Oh, right.
Just have to use this smaller card. Okay, so here is the Ace of Swords. And it's upright like that, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so she's reading for this woman, and she reads them upside down too. And it looked like this, and she was talking about the woman's boyfriend. And there was a woman that was probably mid-age, 50, whatever. And she says to the woman, well, one of the things you're upset about your guy about is he can't get it up. And the woman goes, oh my God, yes. So up, down, flaccid, okay?
Wow. And there it is.
There it is. So now I'm going to demonstrate one more type of reading. And this is one of those quickie kind of readings when you're trying to say, is it a good idea to do this, or is this going to happen?
Okay.
All right? And it has to do with using the 4 aces.
Okay.
And making 4 piles. So when we ask this, and go ahead and ask something real, trivial, whatever.
Oh, you want another question?
Yep.
Okay, great. Now?
Yeah, think about whatever it is while I'm shuffling.
Okay.
And by the way, as you're watching, this coming Saturday, July 19th, at our center, I'm teaching Tarot. It's called Tarot with a Twist. It's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You may attend live or on Zoom. It is, if you're attending live, it's $175. You get a deck of cards that's included, a handout, and we feed you. If you're attending on Zoom, it is $155. Okay, now cut the cards.
Okay, question?
Here, let me shuffle a little bit more. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so is it a... Wait, question first, and then,
Yes.
right? Is it a good idea to buy Tesla stock?
Okay. All right, now here's how this happens.
Okay.
I'm going to start to throw cards, and we need aces. Now, as I start to throw the cards, if I get an ace within 13 cards, then we start the second pile.
Sure.
If I get to 13 cards and an ace does not come up, then at that point, that's partially no. Okay?
Okay, let's go.
All right. So here we go.
So let's count. 1. No.
We got an ace
No
immediately. Okay.
way.
All right.
That's crazy.
All right, now we start the second pile.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, now we go to the third pile.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I would not.
Really?
Yeah, that's 25%.
That is so interesting. So, okay,
Okay.
back it up a second. But if you had the other aces in here, it would have been yes.
Definitely. If 2 aces would show up, it'd say it's 50-50. If the third ace shows up, it's like, well, it's a 75% chance it'll be good. Okay? But in this case, 1 showed up, which is like a 25% chance, and the first card came out, which means that it would look good at first. We threw another 39 cards, half the deck, and it didn't come out.
Wow.
So it would look good at first, and then it would peter out.
Interesting. And that's just for me. It
Right.
might look different for someone else.
Right. Exactly.
So interesting. Okay, well,
All right.
now we know.
Right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for hosting with me.
Such
I really
a wealth of
appreciate it.
information that I did not know about tarot cards.
Well, and there is a lot to know. And even though I'm teaching that one class, it actually could be spread over, a longer period of time because there's more and there's more and there's more.
I can only imagine.
All the intricacies.
And so how
of
do
it.
people sign up?
Well, if you want to sign up for the class, the best thing to do really is call me at the office number, which is 818-865-8770. If you'd like a flyer sent to you, then email me, nnewmont@gmail.com. I'll forward the flyer. Or if you watch the show, you can write to me here on Facebook, and we will get you signed up.
Wonderful.
But I look forward. I have to tell you something. I have so much fun teaching tarot.
I'm sure
It
of
is
it.
so
Of
much
course.
fun. And some very funny things come out in class.
I can only
because
imagine.
People at times in a funny way will bare their soul asking questions.
Sure.
And if people do bare their soul, it is fun and funny.
Right. Love that.
All right.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Join me again. It's fun having you
I would
host the
love to.
show.
Absolutely.
Anyway, in fact, at some point down the road, we'll look at calendars because I want to bring Merlin back on the show. So,
Beautiful.
and you're,
Love it.
You're good at interviewing Merlin. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun, and it doesn't matter if you take the class or not. There's a lot of information in here in this show tonight that will help you on your journey of the tarot and all the different decks that are out there. I will not be on next week.
Oh.
It is my daughter's birthday, so I will be celebrating with her, but I will be back on the 29th with guest and new material. Anyway, as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Thanks again. Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.